There's something that might surprise you, and maybe not, but over the 15 years that I have been talking to teenagers about love, sex, and relationships in classes, I've noticed a big shift from 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I was probably teaching, mainly to girls, saying if a guy says if you love me, you would. This is what you say in response. And I found today that I have to say that just as much, if not more so, to a guy about a girl pressuring him to have sex as I did to girls 15 years ago. And when I say that, oftentimes adults are like, I don't believe that. Or even teenage girls sometimes will say, what? Boys are turning down sex? I say, you would be amazed. So let me just read you some letters to give you proof. This girl says, I lost my virginity to someone I'm in love with, which is my boyfriend of 3 years, but I still wish we had waited. I think it was more so me than him that wanted to have sex. Another guy says, a lot of what you told me has been told to my girlfriend. She often pressures me for sex, but I tell her that I'm not ready. Now that I have more information, I can explain to her why we shouldn't do it. She understands better the risk involved, even with a condom. So he got information in the class that now helps him deal with his girlfriend who's pressuring him. This guy says, 2 weeks before you came, I started dating my current girlfriend, and she has tried to pressure me into having sex with her. 2 weeks, mind you, 2 weeks. I told her no because I think that it's too early in the relationship. Once we talked about it, she understood what I was saying, and I found out that she really wasn't ready either. After you talked to my class, I talked to her again, and we both now don't feel pressured or rushed to do it. And see, the interesting thing about this letter is he says after he talked to her, that he realized she really wasn't ready either, because so much of what girls are doing is what they think they have to do. And they're thinking, if I offer sex to him, if I give him sex, then that will make him like me more. Because he says this is 2 weeks. They'd only been dating for 2 weeks. I guarantee you. So now he says no, she's relieved. It is just crazy. This guy says, I asked my girlfriend if we could be together without having sex, and she said, no, I don't know how I stayed committed this long without it. That's how our relationship ended. But it's cool because I learned from your teaching. Thank you for giving me a better perspective on my life. This guy says, you really got through to me. I thought I was going to have sex because my ex wanted me to, but I kept saying, no, I don't want to. But she kept saying, come on. So I said, if you don't like me enough to respect all the decisions I make, then I guess we should split. So we did. Is that crazy or is that crazy? I have a couple more letters. This guy says, I'm a boy, and as I listened to the stories and letters you were telling us, I couldn't help but realize that sex is really risky. I consider myself lucky to not have had sex before. Believe me, I had plenty of chances, but I resisted. My ex-girlfriend was a rape victim. When she asked for sex, I asked her why, and she answered, I just want to feel loved. Sometime afterwards, I left her, ending a 1-year relationship. She kept pressuring me for sex, and I, for one, am not so brave. I hope I find a virgin wife in the future so that I can give her all of me and not what's left. Don't you just love that? Okay, final letter. This girl says, I often find myself talking to my boyfriend about having sex, and I've been thinking about doing it. I'm a virgin, but he isn't. When we're together, I'm the one who usually initiates the contact. He tries to avoid it. This has made me realize that he's trying to protect us both, and I'm not making it easy on him. I think he must really care about me. I'm going to stop thinking about sex so much and stop putting pressure on him. Sex is not something I need to rush into. I understand now that I am very valuable and that I should respect myself so that others will respect me too. And you know what? This is one of the reasons why I wrote my book, 7 Secrets Guys Will Never Tell You. A teen girl's guide on love, sex, and relationships, so that I can get to girls and help them understand that sex is not the way to be loved. Sex is not anything that they're obligated to do, and to give them hope that there are a lot of guys out there, like the guys in these letters, who don't want sex. And a lot of girls, if they haven't met a guy like that, they think every guy wants sex. So, yeah, that's why I'm just so excited about this book getting in the hands of as many girls as possible, because of this flawed thinking.